Hey Brickmaniacs, welcome back to another Monday Sit Rep. We got a little shorter rundown for the Sit Rep today, so we've got a special segment to kind of kick things off with a cool company based out of the UK that is doing a competition right now for their minifigure display cases. So this is Dig for Figs. Like I said, they are based in the UK. All the information on this company as well as their competition that they're running right now, you can find in the description of this video. But we wanted to showcase this case because they were nice enough to send us one and talk a little bit about the competition that they're having. So obviously, being a minifigure guy, you can appreciate taking premium minifigures and displaying them in premium digs.
Premium
for
digs.
Your figs.
For your figs.
Get it?
Digs for figs.
That's the name of the company.
Digs for figs.
It says it on the piece of paper. This is
That's
the dig.
where they live.
Anyway, so some kind of like cool things you can do with
What
this.
all fits in there? Is this a base plate? What kind of base plate
So
we got?
they include these little Lego pieces that you can then line up within here.
So
and
that
use to display.
fleshly fits. What is that? It's a.
I didn't
8 by
actually take
6?
the membership or the measurements, but
It's a 6. So you got 6 studs in there.
and you've got some cool options. So basically, there's obviously the like display your minifigures just standing there, you know, into their studs the way they look just this way. Or the competition that they're doing is actually mocks that take up all of one of these levels. So this one's a little tall because of the rock formation that I got here, but this is kind of an example of what you could do that then you can integrate your mock into your builds, and then it closes with this nice little front cover that just kind of like magnetically connects over here. And then you've got like a permanent, non-ever get dusty mock.
It doesn't fit the giant rock piece.
Yeah, I don't think it fits the giant rock piece. I know it was after the fact. I'm kind of
After the fact, it's okay.
I liked my mock. I grew attached to it. I shouldn't have.
There's good intentions, man.
Yes, but yeah, that's you know smaller rocks, and then you can fit them in there, and you can see how you can have a very horizontal mock, and then if you fill it with different themes, like people have done. One of the ones that I believe they had on their website was like the different Star Wars.
Yeah, I bet.
Movies, shows, all that kind of stuff. You could do it with Lord of the Rings. You could do it with a whole bunch of ones, or you could just make them each different, like they're each their own room, whatever. Check out their website. They've got a bunch of cool stuff on there. I'm not 100% sure on the dates of their Dig for Figs competition that they have going on, but like I said, all of the information we've linked into the description of this video. But I really like this case. It's cool. It's big. It's durable. It's got a nice.
Is that a metal backer?
I was going to say it's got it's wood here, but then they've got these things here that allow you to pretty much hang it up wherever you want to go.
Nice.
Good little brackets there, so it stays together well. And then obviously we like the sleek black look here at Brickmania.
And it looks like these metal hangers are both on the top and the bottom, so you can choose which direction that it opens up.
I'm not sure there is really an up or down with this thing.
That's my guess, is that you can
flip it.
Am I totally wrong on that?
Well, I think it depends on where you're hanging it.
How do those shelves work? This is the first time I'm actually seeing these. You guys were holding out on me. So let's check this out. These shelves, I think you could display.
Flip them either way. It's probably depending on which way you want the door to open.
It's like a fridge door, right?
Right.
In your kitchen, if you're going to put this in your kitchen. No, you're not going to put this in your kitchen.
In your kitchen?
Or at the corner of your room, You want it to open a specific direction.
Right.
That's why they did that.
I agree. I just don't know why you'd put minifig display. Do you wake up in the morning and like share coffee with them?
Yep. Yeah, you don't?
All right, so we got to explore a cool new minifigure case and learn a little bit about Landon's morning routine.
There we go. Win-win.
But yeah, I like this. I really like the customization that you can have of not just having like one row big enough to just line up your minifigures. You've actually got a little bit of depth to play with and do some cool mock displays. So check them out, Digs for Figs, based out of the UK. Maybe someday you'll be able to pick these up at Brickmania retail stores. We really wanted to be able to wholesale for them, but they're kind of small to the point where they can't necessarily produce enough to fill our stores yet. But we wanted to throw them a bone, help them out, because they were nice enough to send us this case. Which was really cool. So now let's dig into the models and everything else back on brickmania.com. All right, so as I said, because we've got the Ghost of Kiev stuff in the pipeline right now, there are actually no pre-orders today. Everything you see here is just a straight up release and is back on brickmania.com. So first up, we have the Chp Motorcycle Duo, which has been an incredibly popular release all of the times that it has been restocked. So make sure to hurry up and get over to get your hands on that. Because it will go quickly. It does come with both of the minifigures, as well as the helmets, bikes, everything that you see here, all the custom printed elements. Please remember that these front windshields are cut acrylic and not exactly flexible like whatsoever. We are also not super flush with replacements. Obviously, if yours breaks, we will do our best to get you a new one, but please don't break them because they are a little bit fragile in that in that sense, but I mean, look at that artwork. They look absolutely phenomenal and they play the part perfectly. So it is definitely an essential part of this build. If you've seen Chips, you'll know a little bit more about what these characters are based off of. But ultimately, what they come from the Brickmania side of things is kind of a cool childhood story that Dan shared upon their initial release. So if you want to jump back in the sit reps and go watch that, he does tell a pretty cool story about him and his childhood friend who used to regularly play as though they were Chp Duo, and that is where this ultimately came from. So very popular set, and now back on brickmania.com. Also back, hey, all right, we'll have Ponch lean against him there. Also back is the Pink Panther, the SAS 4x4, used for low light desert operations. Yes, so this pink camouflage, if you want to call it that, this pink color is actually historically correct because it was used for low light desert operations. You can see we've got some cool printing on the side of this thing here, as well as some neat rubberized suspension. I don't know if you can catch that, but it does kind of bounce. I'll show you, it like pulls away. And that's what gives it that bounce, but it gives you a little playability, a little posability there, especially if you're in the more rocky portions of the desert. It does come with a pair of minifigures as well, both SAS operatives. So there are those guys. Designed by Drew, I believe. Also comes with the brick arms and everything that you see here, but ultimately a nice little set. And the thing I like about this one too is, like, you could have an entire wall of interesting and intricate military builds. And ultimately, I think a lot of people will just wind up pointing out, hey, why do you have the pink Jeep? Like, what is that? You know, so this is definitely an eye-popping one. Good one to have in the collection just because it's so unique. Also, if you can see it, check out that cool printed radio panel that we've got going on in between the driver and passenger seat there. Some nice artwork by Slam, and ultimately just a very, very unique and cool kit. We've also got a run of minifigures back in action. First off, we have the World War I U.S. infantry. Sorry if that's a little high up. And then we have the Ottoman infantry as well. Both of those be restocking, I believe, for the first time since their initial release, but don't quote me on that. That might not be completely accurate. But hey, I'm just here to showcase them, right? That's my job, so you can show them off. And then finally, we also have this awesome General Patton and Little Willie combo back on brickmania.com. So this is a really cool conjunction, a partnership, if you will, with the Patton Museum, which is the official museum. I believe I want to say it's in Tennessee, of General Patton. They've got a lot of cool historical stuff down there, as well as some of this stuff for sale, including his Sherman, if you want to pick that up in person, spend a day seeing this. So the kit, the minifigure itself does come with both of these. Obviously, that 3D printed dog with the hand painted and then UV printed editions is awesome. And then it does come with as well, if you can see on the package there's an awesome little display stand with some printing, and then of course that Patton Museum Foundation logo there in the corner. So a really fun project, a cool initiative that we are looking forward to keeping going. And then hopefully will lead to even more in the future. So don't let these just come and go. If you're thinking they're going to be in stock forever, odds are we're going to move on to the next thing, even bigger, better, and badder patents. So stay tuned for more in that wake. And then if you don't have this in your collection, make sure to get it. Otherwise, that will do it for the rundown of everything back this Monday on brickmania.com. All right, Brickmaniacs, that'll just about do it for a Monday sit rep. Make sure to check out Digs for Figs and support their cause, because obviously they're trying to get stuff up off the ground. We're happy to support them as well, so join in that contest and maybe even win some cool prizes. That'll do it here on a Monday. Thank you very much for watching. Hey, Brickmaniacs, welcome back to another Monday sit rep. We got a little shorter, what we want to say, slower rundown, because Landon's here. No, I'm just kidding. 3, 2, 1. Well, I wasn't going to keep that in.
I was waiting for it.
Easiest intro ever.
I was waiting. I was like, oh, he's rolling with this. Oh, no. Okay.
No, you're good.